that's probably not true. But I'm hoping that someone will be joining us soon so that we can talk about all things pageantry. We talk about, pageant information, about updates on pageants that are going on. Mostly we talk about skills to be able to prepare you for pageants or picking the right pageant system for you. Interview skills, public speaking. We do talk about bullying sometimes, but more than anything else, hey Ivory, how are you? And I'm glad you smile a lot. Thank you so much for your ad last night for Instagram too. I liked you back, so thank you. But mostly it's about just being positive and being able to hopefully share information in a safe place where you can all feel good about yourselves and feel that you've got a place that you can go hang out and that you've got somebody that's listening to you. So we do try to keep all of the questions pageantry related, but that doesn't mean that it's always pageantry related. But we do have special guests that come on for tips on makeup. We are usually at least once in the evening, Missy from 182 jumps on and says hi and invites her friends to join us as well. And so I'll pop into her and say hi and be able to say, hey, what's your tip of the day? My tip of the day is to make sure that your skin is clean. Oh, goodness. Rough day at work? Because you will see I have something that I haven't had in a very, very long time. Pimples. Of course, that's perfect right before pageant on Saturday. So luckily I have good makeup, so hopefully it'll cover it up. It'll be gone before then. But so I'm sorry that you're sore, worn out. You had a rough day today, I know. So I'm glad that you came on and said hi. But to Ivory. Hey, Abood, how are you? Thank you for joining us. This is Stacy, and we're Pageantry Now. So the idea of the show is that we have viewers that come on and ask questions about pageantry. In my particular case, I am using it also as a way to be able to share my platform because I am a title holder. My current title is Mrs. Coconut Grove Woman of Achievement. Hey, Jasenia, how are you? And I am competing this Saturday, February 6th, for the title of Mrs. Oh, lots of running in JRTC. Yeah, I did my 3 miles this morning myself, actually. So I am not a happy camper right now, but not because I had to do it, because I chose to. Oh my goodness. So I am competing for the title of Mrs. Florida Woman of Achievement. Hey, Valor Mrs. Woman of Achievement. Florida Woman of Achievement. Oh my gosh, I'm going to say that about 12 times. I have great news to share with everybody. I guess we'll share it later on as well as the show. I was able to speak to my director tonight or today a little bit at extent about what's going to happen this week for pageant. For those of you who don't know, Friday I am leaving to compete. Friday morning, so we weren't sure if we were going to do a Friday night show or not. However, my pageant director has said that we are going to be able to stream live from our pajama party, so you guys can actually see, it really is a bunch of girls hanging out, having a good time, and that pageants are really about having fun. And we're going to be working on vision boards. And if you don't know what a vision board is a great way to set up your goals and goal setting for what you are planning on doing, hopefully in the future, near future, far future, whichever it is. And generally use magazine photos and use them and clip them up and make your dreams available on there. And the vision board is a great way to be able to help motivate you to be able to go forward with your goals. So things for me that I'll be looking for. I'm going to have to find some kind of magazine somewhere that has a picture of Ellen on it because my goal, like if it were a bucket list item, if tomorrow the show called and said, can you be here? I would be on a plane immediately. Oh, the rest of your day was not so good, huh, Ivory? Well, if you're sore, and I know you are getting ready you've had a busy weekend too on Saturday. Like your whole day is like really packed. So you probably, I know for me, the rest of my day I was spent resting after I taught this today. So I did my walking and then rested so that I can be, hey, Ruba's on. I met Ruba. He's on his show. I actually found out about YouNow because of Ruba Wilson. I was it's still hurting a lot. Ivory hurt her ankle, and it's been hurting. And she sprained it a while ago, and then she hit it, and now it's been bothering her. So ice is what I tell you. But I met Ruba at the red carpet at Miss Universe. He was actually there reporting. Well, he wasn't reporting. He was actually a celebrity. And while he was YouNowing from the Miss Universe station on YouNow, and also from his YouNow, which is Ruba's World, he brought me into his show and he said, "Hey, you've got to find out about this. This is so cool." So I went home and I went, I think that is absolutely right. I think YouNow is a great way for people to be able to hook up, say hi, and be able to learn more about the world. So, and thusly, pageantry now was born. So thanks to Ruba. When he's number one on beauty, it's not going to be me being number one on beauty anytime soon. So you guys can go in there and chat and say, "Hey, go say hi to Stacy." That would be wickedly cool. The day that Ruba likes me would be fantastic. So, or fans me. And if you are not a fan and you're just joining in, you've got questions you'd like to ask me about competing in pageants, or if you'd like to just ask me questions in general, since I am preparing for a pageant on Saturday, I would really love to have participation and have questions asked of me so I can improve my interview skills. For those of you that want to know a little bit about me too. Oh, how did your biology project go, Ivory? She presented her biology project today for school. She's been working on it for the last couple of days, so. I know there's somebody else on. I don't know who it is. Somebody who's on YouNow and not saying who they are. Whoever you are, thank you for watching it. I appreciate it. We're just talking, so you can always make yourself known, or if you want to even chat, you can. You don't have to tell me what your real name is. This is a safe place where you can feel comfortable and confident with being who you are, which is super important. So, all right. So, how did your biology project go today, Ivory? Maybe we should have practiced on show last night. It would have given me an opportunity to show us your project so that you can. I know that you've been dealing with a little bit with self-confidence and trying to feel comfortable with talking in front of people. So it would have been a great opportunity for you to be able to do that last night. I didn't even think about it. I'm sorry. I should have offered that because this is a great way for people not to know who you are and still be able to let you practice talking to me, and then I can always give you feedback. Missy's on beauty, so now it's going to be Missy against Ruba. Let's see what happens tonight. Who will it be? Number one, number two. Number one, number two. Who do you think? That means that I'm going to be like 3 or 4. Now we're down to 6. We got to get people on. Say hi. Invite your friends. Come check out the world. Oh my goodness. What if Ruba's on? Pop out. Go invite Ruba to here. That would be great. See if he wants to join us. Well, then that's good. If your teacher liked the poster, that's the most important thing. At the end of the day, the object of doing well in school is to get good grades. So if your teacher liked it, then that's fantastic. If the presentation is something that you are working on, then, you just have to get more confident with speaking in front of people. And the only way you're going to do that is by practicing. And honestly, I have to be truthful. I don't think I could have done this 2 years ago. So, good. That's good. So you weren't as nervous, because I know you said last year you were very uncomfortable with things like that. So that was good. The more practice you get, the more you'll get better at it. Trust me. It just has to be, you have to know what you're talking about and feel comfortable and confident that you are able to say what you're talking about. Whatever it is. Do you want to try to come on the show? You want me to guest you? We can talk about it a little bit. I don't think anybody else is on that's watching. If you want to, it's up to you. You let me know, okay? I got 4 thumbs up. So I am, so you know a little bit about me, and if anybody else pops in, they can hear. I have been competing in pageants for 33 years, either competitively, or I've been a judge, or I've been a director, or I've been a coach. I've been MC, and then I've also been a reporter at 2 Miss Universes, as well as several other smaller pageants as well. My whole idea is just trying to go and support the women that are there. Hey, Pastor, how are you? Thanks for joining us tonight. We're glad to have you in the positive place. I'm dropping on beauty. Oh my gosh, we're competing against Ruben and Missy. Oh well, it'll be one of those nights. Fantastic. So, anyways, I am trying to get ready. I am packed and ready to go for pageant, which I'm so grateful for. And then hopefully we will leave early Friday morning for pageant. And Emma, what's up? And then we will bring home a brand new sparkly crown. Not that I don't love the crowns I have now, but I'm really looking forward to a new one. Of course, for those of you that don't know, I am the reigning Mrs. Coconut Grove Woman of Achievement. There it is. And hopefully Saturday night, you will be able to log in between 8 and 8:30. Okay, no worries. I get it. I totally get it. You don't have to. Somewhere between 8 and 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, we will be YouNowing live streaming the winners as they get crowned. I don't know the exact time, but our pageant starts at 6 o'clock, so we're hoping by 8 o'clock we'll be able to go live. I will not be running the camera because I will be on stage, so there will be no responding to what's going on. So you guys will get to see who wins, and they are crowning a junior teen, a teen, a Miss Elite, for those of us over 40, and Mrs. and Mrs. Elite, Florida. So lots of crowns to give away, lots of titles, lots of women making a difference, empowering other women in the community, which I think is super important. And then Friday night we are going to be showing our pajama party. So showing that, pageant girls really do have a good time, and that it's not about, making other people feel bad. It's about having a good time. The judges will be there too, so maybe I'll get some judges interviews. You guys can say hi. And hey, and Artist Lee, how are you joining us? Thank you, I appreciate it. So it'll be fun. I mean, it's gonna be a good time. And if you guys have never seen the behind the scenes of a pageant, it's really not nearly as impressive or exciting as you think. Because honestly, there's a lot of work that goes into it. There's a lot of work that goes into production value. Luckily, we are not doing a dance number because I am not a dancer. I dance, but I don't dance. All right, sweetheart, much love. Have a good night. Feel well. Get some rest. Remember, ice your ankle, and I'll see you maybe tomorrow night. And then, if you ever want to, big hugs and big love. I appreciate it. Thank you. So has anybody got questions for you? I got a new person that's watching that isn't logged in. I really appreciate it, sweetness. If you've got questions for me, ask. I'm going to have to adopt you as one of my YouNow kids. My YouNow kids haven't been on the last couple of days, so Ivory, you can become one of my YouNow kids since I don't have any. Get some rest, sweetheart. Thank you. What's up, Emma? How are you? Oh, I see people starting to pop on now. Look. I can adopt you. You can be my YouNow daughter. We're going to have to make sure that we work on establishing boundaries. Positivity is the most important thing. So, there you go. And getting good grades. And resting well. Taking care of yourself. So. I can send you our Facebook if you add yourself to the Facebook. I can go ahead and. Oh, Emma, thank you. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. All right, sleep well, feel well, have pleasant dreams. So I'm getting ready, trying to prepare for pageant. I am packed, ready to go. And the only thing I have to do is work on my platform statement, which we are still trying to get under 4 minutes. So, I'm going to try to do it again, guys. You guys tell me what you think. Ready? Set. Hi everybody, I'm Stacey Sheriff Simpson, and my platform is raising awareness for cancers and the long-term effects of cancer treatments. This is very near and dear to my heart because in September 11th, 1996, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma and I was given 8 weeks to live. Per the doctor's instructions to be able to extend my life, they suggested that I undergo chemotherapy and radiation treatments. And they told me that there would be some side effects to expect. The normal ones that you always hear about are losing your hair, vomiting, and nausea. But they also told me that there would be some long-term effects, including up to a 33% chance of me getting another kind of cancer, skin cancer, lung cancer, breast cancer, a different kind of lymphoma or leukemia. I underwent chemotherapy, and I'm very proud to say that the chemotherapy worked. After 4 months, the 2 tumors that I had, one was attached to my heart, the other one went to the tip of my shoulder and wrapped around my neck, were gone. So then I underwent 3 months of radiation treatment to keep the tumors away. And it was every single day that for 3 months that I received radiation from the tip of my chin to the middle of my stomach on my front of my back. I am proud to say that I've been lymphoma-free for 18 years, which is fantastic, which means the treatments worked, and I have survived that. However, in 2008, I had my first secondary cancer. By a mammogram, they found a small cluster of cells in my right breast. They went in, took it out with a needle biopsy, and put in a little piece of radioactive iodine, and I have been breast cancer-free. However, in 2010, I found out about a different side effect that back when I was diagnosed, they didn't know about. I was training for a marathon and started coughing up blood. So we went to the hospital, and the doctor said, "We think you have congestive heart failure as a side effect from your chemotherapy." And it turns out they were correct. Only 30% of my heart was operational. They put me on medication to correct the issue. It seemed to go away. But 2 months after that, I was diagnosed with my second secondary cancer, which was basal cell carcinoma, skin cancer. They ended up cutting it out and doing topical chemotherapy to make it go away. And I am again cancer-free. However, in 2011, I got in a horrible accident. My heart went into complete heart failure to the point where only 10% of it was functioning. The doctors immediately suggested that I get a pacemaker defibrillator to keep my heart functioning and that I get put on a transplant list to replace my damaged heart. A young doctor suggested that I look into the Interdisciplinary Stem Cell Institute at the University of Miami, that they've been able to actually regrow healthy heart tissue from stem cells. So I did. And in 2014, December of 2014, I received my own stem cells in conjunction with good cardiac stem cells, and they injected them into my heart to repair the damage to my tissue. While they were in there, a miracle happened because they found a 90% blockage in my main artery in my heart, that if it had gone undetected, I would have dropped dead. This was caused by radiation treatment, which now they know with that much radiation, it can happen. The doctors immediately said that I needed to have a double bypass surgery to correct it, or otherwise I would actually die. So this is the third time that I'm facing death. So May of 2015, I received a double bypass surgery, as well as a mitral valve repair to correct the issue of my mitral valve caused by chemotherapy, and they replaced my pacemaker defibrillator. The surgery took 12 hours, 4.5 of which were cutting through the scar tissue damage that was caused by the radiation treatment. I'm here today, alive and well, and able to share my story with 40% of my heart working, which I think is a miracle, and able to tell you and inspire you to make a difference in your community, helping to find a cure for cancer, whether it's supporting the Leukemia Lymphoma Society or the American Cancer Society, or in my case, the 4-A-Day Foundation, where we host parties for kids that are going through treatments, or just being there for somebody to help them out where they're going through it. Help me live out my goal to live long enough to see a cure for cancer. Thank you. And 410, guys! Oh gosh, I'm so close, so close, so close. What can I cut out of it? What time is it? She already dropped. Hey, Double A, how are you? You got to hear my platform statement for this weekend. All right, Pastor, tell me what you think. I mean, other than the fact that I went 10 seconds over. Dang it. Dang it. I don't know if I can cut anything out and not make it Stacy-like. I want very much for them to, the You could be my director, you know that. The Does it seem like me? Hey, Elijah, how are you? I mean, you guys see me on here, so you get to see who I really am. This isn't fake. I don't try to pretend to be somebody I'm not when I'm here. So I want the sincerity to come across of who I am, but I also want very much for the power of the message to still have impact. So, which I think is part of the challenge that I'm having right now, is finding that balance of not sounding like I'm going really fast and not being emotional about it. So, okay, cool beans. I appreciate it. Elijah, how are you? My name is Stacy. Welcome to our show. I don't know what Q-F-D-G-G-G is, but thanks for joining us and watching. We talk about pageants and getting ready for pageants and makeup and making a difference in the world and being positive and trying to find, the good in all things. One of my idols is Ellen, so it's, hashtag be kind to one another. So I run by that. Kyrie Destiny, how are you? Bachir, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us tonight. So, does anybody have questions for me? Ask me deep, meaningful questions so I can practice my interview skills. Come on, guys. I can't do this without you. Hey, Vicious Lily, how are you? Thanks for joining us. I'm Stacy. What's up? What's up with you? Kyra wants to know what's up. Right now, it is 8:50 Eastern Standard Time. So, and I am doing my show, and that's pretty much it. We do it every night from 8:30 to 9:30-ish. This Friday night, if you guys are interested, you can actually join us live Friday night. We are going to be live streaming from the pageant that I'm competing in this weekend. We're having a pajama party and a vision board party. So if you want to see what really happens behind the scenes when a bunch of girls get together and do girly stuff, log in so you can see what that's all about. Maybe you've never done a pageant, or maybe you've thought about it, or maybe all you know about pageantry is what you've seen on TV with Toddlers and Tiaras, or Honey Boo Boo, or Miss Universe, or Miss America. I tell you honestly and truthfully, there is a pageant for everybody. No matter what size, color, creed you are, male and female both. So we are all about trying to find a good fit for everybody and making sure that everyone feels comfortable in their own skin. So if you would like to be a guest on the show, add yourself to the guest list and I will add you and we can talk about whatever you would like as long as it has to do with positivity. Hey Shay, how are you? Thank you for joining us. I see new people popping in, so I don't know if you guys are just popping in to see what's going on or what the story is, but we appreciate you joining us. And hey, Demi, how are you? All right, Pastor, you want to get guested? Said, hey, Jella, what's up? Did I say it right? Did I get a thumbs up for at least saying it right? All right, thumbs up. All right. So let's see. All right, Pastor, let's see. Thank you. That was sweet. You didn't have to do one in chat, but if you do like the little one that's on your screen, you can do that one, and it actually, that'll help. Because our goal here, one of my personal goals right now, and I don't know how I would do that on a vision board. You guys might have to give me some ideas, is to get our viewership fanage, if that's a word, fan base, to 400 fans. So we always strive to go to number one, but I know that Missy is on tonight and Ruba is on, so there's not any chance that we're going to get to number one until one of them logs off. I know, because both of them are fantastic and they have lots of followers. Missy does pop into the show when she's not broadcasting, so she comes on and gives her beauty secrets. She does have a YouTube channel as well, where she does do beauty tips. So if you're interested in getting beauty tips, you can get them from her, or you can always ask me questions. I'm not an expert, but even though it doesn't look like it, I actually can do makeup. Here, I'll show you. That's what I look like, with like my crown and sash. You see it? All right, maybe not so much. That's not such a good picture, huh? Let's see. Well, I don't know if I have any. That's it. That's the only pageant. Okay, that's really sad that that's the only pageant. Well, there's pageant pictures behind me too. These are me doing volunteer work for the 4-Day Foundation, which hosts parties for kids that go to kids treatment. So, and usually during the show, I do use makeup and I do little guest information. One of the products that I do, that is one of my sponsors that I always try to talk about, is the Beauty Butler. Beauty Butler allows for you to be able to organize your makeup in one easy place. Do I have one with me? Oh, I do. Here we go. Here's a top for Beauty Butler. This is a Beauty Butler. It is really cool. It comes in a small size as well. I don't know what the small one is called, but the big size is called the Diva. And the reason this is so cool is because I can pick this up and take it with me wherever I go. It fits really easily into my purse, and I can always find what's on there, and it stays stuck with magic Velcro. It's magic. So the Beauty Butler is a great way for me to stay organized so that I can just pick up the things I need to do and go. And usually I try to keep a powder in my crown case, as well as a good brush, because nothing compares to a good brush, as well as 2 lip liners and a gloss. A lip liner for daytime, lip liner for nighttime. Although it looks like somebody borrowed one of my lip liners, because it's missing. So that's one of the great things about Beauty Butler, is that I can actually know if something is not on the palette. And then I do have the Divas that I keep all of my makeup organized on. So if you guys are interested in knowing more about the Beauty Butler, you can go to www.getbeautybutler.com. It is a super way to stay organized and keep your stuff together. You'll notice I don't use one particular product. My brushes are from Bare Essentials. Fantastic. Hey, Rosalinda, how are you? As well as MAC. And then I also have Arbonne colors. So it just depends. Some things work really well for me, some don't. So I try to make sure that I have a wide variety to choose from. But Get Beauty Butler is a great way to be able to keep all your stuff in one place. Oh, and of course, a sharpener. Because, no lip liner works without a good sharpened edge to it. So, back in my crown case it goes for travel on Friday. Any of you that have just joined us, I am competing in a pageant this weekend. Yeah, I really am. A real live, honest-to-goodness pageant. And our results will be aired live Saturday night on our show. So if you log in between 8 and 8:30, we assume. I cannot control it because I will not be in charge of the channel at all. The AV guy will be handling it. It's not my job because I will be on stage. So hopefully when we go live, you'll get to see me get crowned the new Mrs. Florida Woman of Achievement. So anybody got any questions for me? I know that there's a couple of people on. I know Demi's on. And that's all I see that's tagged in. So goodness gracious. It's a snow night. Telling you, competing against the big dogs is not easy. How you doing, Double? Are you still here or did you leave? All right. Well, if no one's going to ask any questions, I'm probably going to wrap up the night just because I am tired and I need to rest as much as I possibly can. Pageant weekend is going to take a little bit out of me. So, of course, I say that, and then you watch one of one of the two ones will pop off and then everybody jumps on. Maybe I'll stay on until 9. Pastor, are you still on? Did you want to ask me a question? Please ask me something so that I can. Oh, I probably should take my pageant necklace. Hey, Rose. Jocelyn. Ah, it's Jocelyn. Okay. So, do you wanna do guests? Okay. Let's see. I know the other night we were having some problems with the audio, so hopefully it's been corrected tonight.
I don't know if I'm connected.
Hey, how are you? I love that fedora. Look at you. You look
Thank
great.
you. Thank you. I wear this hat all the time. If I don't have it, I feel naked. So, my phone's about...
It's totally cute.
Thank you. My phone's really low, so I have it on the charger, so I don't know how our connection really is. So, if disconnect, I apologize.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Hey, Matt. Hi, Golden. All right, so what would you like to ask me?
It's more of a statement. You're asking a question of what I take out or whatever. I was just counting your ums and uhs. I bet you did at least 10 times. But you did a good job other than that. I don't want to discourage you, but you did do a good job outside of the uhs and ums. If you can get that, I think you'd be fine. If you can somehow do that. I don't know.
It was so funny because actually I wasn't even realizing how many ums I say until I was going back and I was looking at the tape reels from Miss Universe and interviewing Aaron Brady. And ironically, here is a Miss Universe or Miss USA, Aaron Brady from 2012, and she and I both were going and I went, oh my gosh. She's been in acting school and has been trained by the Miss Universe organization, and it's so hard to get it out of your vernacular when it becomes so comfortable. So that's where I'm having that challenge of making it feel like it's me and not being so, hi there, my name is Stacey Sharrow Simpson, and my platform is raising awareness and making it a breath instead of an
Yeah, but you did a good job. Really, you did outside of that. I was just trying to think of ways to help you because you said, is there like a time limit or something that you got to go by?
Pardon me?
Is there a time limit you have to go by?
Yeah, 4 minutes. 4 minutes or under. And we're at 4:10 right now. I did it the other night in 3:50. And one of my directors, Heather, was watching and she said, yeah, it was very not Stacey. And I said, okay, so it's hard to squeeze 20 years into that little span of time. And I'm doing this instead of doing talent. So I'm starting to think maybe I should just sing Hakuna Matata and then go for that. So at least that way I know what, Hakuna Matata is.
You did a good job. You really did. Outside of that, you know. See, I just did so, you know, I do broadcasting. Yeah, I broadcast on Facebook. And so when I'm on there, I catch myself going, and so it's constant with me too when I'm on there screaming. See, there you go. I do the a lot. And I'm working on it myself. It's not easy. I used to be really horrible. My mom one day just watched one of my videos. She's like, how many ums and can you get in 1 second? I'm like, a lot. So
my other one used to be like. So, you know, like, and my dad said, like what? And stop, please. and for the most part, when I do interviews, it's not an issue. But for some reason, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, hopefully it won't count down. It's only 15% of my score. So I say only, but, still, if they take a couple of points off because I go over 10 seconds, but I still get the point across, I think that is the most important thing, is the message. It's certainly, I want to follow the constraints of what the expectation is, and I know that is a possibility that I'll get not marked down for it, but I don't want to lose the conviction and the meaning of what I'm saying. So,
right. Absolutely. You're doing a good job, though. I'm happy that you're on YouNow, and hopefully if you stop the pageant thing and you just do your own personal YouNow, that'd be cool. Just gotta let me know. Let's see. You can look me up, though, on Facebook at James Ford if you ever want to, because I do stream live on Facebook.
Oh, really? Yeah, okay, so do me a favor, Siri. Go to the Pageantry Now Facebook page, and then I'll log on under my personal stuff, and I'll go ahead and like you for my personal stuff. I just don't put my personal on here. It's not like I don't know that my name is safe, but still, just
you got,
as we say here in Miami, por si acaso.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that for sure. I tried to click a link from my phone. It won't let me actually click on it, so I need to write it down and then look for the pageant thing. So.
Yeah, but if you just look at Pageantry Now.